I used to make every VO₂Max mistake possible. Too much high interval training and not enough progress. Until I moved to Japan and saw older people walking in the park with fantastic stamina, which shook my reality at that time. It showed me that the secret to longevity and a higher VO₂Max is not about intensity mostly. It is more about consistency. If you're over 35 and you've been making mistakes which lead to a lesser VO₂Max than you want to, I'm going to highlight those mistakes which you may be making and a solution on how to solve them. If you want to find out more information, check out the link below because it goes into more information about a 12-week longevity cardio blueprint which I'm creating and you can find out more information about. Leading to the first mistake is starting too intense, which for myself was high intensity interval training, but then leading to burnout. VO₂Max improves slowly and not explosively. Consistency here is more important than going too intense and then quitting. So Japan's solution to this is zone 2, without actually calling it zone 2, is more about consistent, calm walking, which for your body still puts it under the necessary stress to raise that aerobic fitness, but then also is fun, enjoyable. Mistake number 2 is ignoring daily aerobic volume. And what that means is that in today's modern society, sitting all day has become more of the norm. For many people in Japan though, the secret isn't about intense workouts. It's more about consistent, small, calm movement. Here in Kyushu, where I live, in a town known as Beppu, which is known for its hot springs, onsens, every day I see older men and women walking to the hot springs. They do this daily routine whether it comes rain or shine, and so this consistency does add up to a great advantage when it comes to endurance and stamina. So the solution here is daily movement, making sure that you're not sitting too long, whether it be in front of a computer or the TV, making sure you're not sitting too long. And if you do have a job or any type of commitment which requires you to be sedentary more than you'd like to, making sure you get up and including some daily movement. Now, mistake number 3 is no progress through randomized, structured workouts. And this is more common than you may think. Back home in Australia, at the gym, I saw many people working out, but having no structure to their workout. And VO₂Max and aerobic fitness requires progressive overload, which means that you're pushing the boundaries of what you can do over time consistently. In one certain example, which I was seeing back in Australia, was that many people on the treadmill, for example, would come into the gym, only do the treadmill, and not really raising that heart rate at all. If you go into the gym, make sure you're progressively overloading yourself bit by bit over time, consistently, rather than all at once. In Japan, many people accomplish this by taking on more challenging terrain, like hills, and more steepish terrain outdoors, or even mountains. For myself, when I was training for my marathon, which I completed in under 4 hours, why it worked is that it had progressive overload, whether that be the time of day I was doing it, the temperature of the day I was doing it, and then also the distance at which I was doing. So it had progressive overload, which then meant that when I took on that 42-kilometer marathon, I was able to complete it in under 4 hours. For yourself though, if you want to learn how to raise your VO₂Max in your aerobic fitness, then I've built out a 12-week Japanese longevity blueprint which goes into this step by step, and I've provided a link for you below so you can find out how to do it. Apart from that though, thanks for watching, and I look forward to seeing you over there.